back live, man, with a legend, the comedian himself, man, writer Charlie Mack out of Chi-Town, man. So we had a description earlier, man, but we back at it, man. We back on track, man. So Charlie Mack, man, how did you get again for the people that did catch the first part? How did you get in the industry?
I was pushed into comedy. I didn't want to do it. You know, I mean, I tried rapping, and that didn't work out too well. You know, I got locked up a little bit. My buzz that I had in Atlanta was completely gone by the time I got out. So I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was fighting the case, and somebody said, "You should try comedy." I said, "I can't do that." And then here I am, 5 years later, killing.
How is that process of, because you know some people do it naturally and some people write. How hard is that process from writing and just coming off the freestyle?
I don't write, but I don't come off freestyle either. What I do, how we having a conversation, and I say something funny, like, oh shit, let me write that down. So technically, I write a bunch of one-liners, and then I put them in story forms, and then I connect them to make my wonderful set. So I don't sit there and try to force it; it has to come naturally.
So the rapping, when you was rapping, how long were you rapping for?
Probably about 15 years, maybe.
Do you have anything out that people can go check out, or? You know?
Soon. I'm in the process of starting rapping again. So now that my comedy is elevated, it opened up the door for me to be able to pursue my music. You know, that's my first love. So you can check my YouTube at Funny Charlie Mack. I got some stuff on there, comedy, music, all that.
How did you end up in a situation where you started touring with Omar Gooding in Charles Allen? How did you connect with them? Was it a show, or they bumped into each other? Or?
No, I was just sitting there at home. Then they were starting their tour. It was an hour away from me, so I just jumped in Omar DM and I said, "Can I get a guest spot?" He said, "Yeah." Oh no, he said, "Go reach out to Charles." He gave me Charles' Instagram to send him a tape. So I sent him a tape. Charles loved it, made me a feature. And then after that, before the first show even started, I moved up and I was the headliner. So when the tour first started, I was the headliner.
For the people that want to get in this field, what advice would you give an upcoming comedian?
Oh, don't do it. Because this is treacherous out here. This is more cutthroat than a dope game. But one thing I do want to say seriously, don't listen to nobody else. Don't let nobody tell you how you're supposed to do something. You know, because that's how they had to do it. It doesn't mean you. There's no blueprint. There is no roadmap to this. You know, you follow your own gut feeling. Everybody make their own path.
Yeah. So everybody do. If you're saying if just fulfill your destiny, you feel this is your destiny to do this, and you do it, pursue your dreams. And another thing, what are the famous people that you have encountered by doing this comedian?
I met Michael Collier. I did a show with him. I featured for Eddie Griffin for a couple shows. Brumman from the Fifth Floor. John Singleton, not John Singleton, excuse me, John Hinton. Who else? It's so many people. Hope Flood, Corey Holcomb, Marcus Smith. It's an endless list.
How's your life like being on the road? Are you a parent?
Yeah.
How is life like being on the road and being a parent at the same time?
It's definitely difficult, but I got a 2-year-old daughter, you know, and me and her mother split up. So I do miss my daughter, you know, but I know I gotta make certain sacrifices in the short term, so the long term I can really provide better, you know. My daughter, anytime I'm in town, she's with me. And I'm always taking care of her, I'm always paying for everything, and I'm always FaceTiming her. But on the road, I gotta go chase the bag, it's not gonna come to me.
Are you based in Texas, or you?
I'm based in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. For anybody watching and want to book, how can they contact you if anybody want to book you?
Instagram, Funny Charlie Mack, email charliemack@funnycharliemack.com. Yeah, those are 2 best ways to reach out to me.
And tell the world that's listening, what do you have going on right now? What's what you have on the table?
I'm on 2 tours right now. One by myself and one with Omar Gooding and Charles Allen. And as well, I'm in the process of starting my next tour next year called the Immaculate Comedy Tour, which when you break the word immaculate down, is I'm Mac, you late. So, and then I'm also, I just did a documentary called The Ronaldo Ray Story. which I'm, Ronaldo Ray. I'm have an interview in there, as well as I'm doing a TV series shooting in Atlanta called For the Love of Money, and I'm also doing another movie starting in June called St. White Teeth on the Driftless Road. It's my first lead role.
So it's your first lead role, but have you been in several movies?
I've been in a few. I've been in A Christmas Heist. I did a couple background roles, and I just did a movie called, it was like 2 years ago, it's not even out yet, it's a big movie. It's called Silver Star, Billy and Franny. So this, I think it's actually filming, well, it's based out of France or Italy or something.
I seen you was on stage, your performance, you mentioned that you have a book.
Yes, I have a few books. I have 2 books right now. This my main seller, Lay Your Ass Down and Shut the Fuck Up, and Man, Fuck Them Kids. Yeah. They are children's books for adults, but I also have real children's books as well. And it's based off my daughter Gia. So the books are Little Gia Goes to the beach, Little Gia Goes to the circus, Little Gia Goes to the library, Little Gia Goes to the park, and Little Gia Goes to the dentist.
That's not, I never met anybody that incorporated the kids in a book or anything. What was the inspiration for that?
Well, for the first books, the adult books, because I was laying in the bed and my daughter's crib was in the room, and she was literally standing up in her crib 3 o'clock in the morning just crying for nothing. So in my mind, I'm like, lay your ass down and shut the fuck up. And then I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of good. And I literally wrote that book falling asleep.
So you being a comedian, how do you look at life? Because you being the funny, does the funny ever turn off, or you always, the sense of humor is always there?
What's crazy, like being a comedian, really, I never thought it, because I'm a serious person for the most part. You know, I don't really like comedians at all, because they always on go, and they never be serious, and they think everything's a joke, and the jokes be corny as hell. I don't like that. So
that's the answer to the question, because that's what I wanted to know, and you summed it up in the perfect form to me for comprehend, you know what I'm saying, the standpoint. So, so you got the tour going on, you got the books going on, you got a few movies going on. What do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I should be headlining major clubs all across the country, doing big specials. Like, I'm really gonna be the next thing. Like, they already call me the Lil Wayne of comedy, because my jokes are boom, 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 boom. Like Lil Wayne lyrics, bar, 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 bar. That's how my jokes are.
And we just seen him on stage, so he is what he say he is. He's not. This is real rap, no cap. You know what I'm saying?
On my soul.
Okay, were you a single? Your mom was a single parent growing up, or you had?
Yeah, well, my actually, she was single mostly, but she's a lesbian, so she always had a woman. So they was my aunties.
So how was that for the people that those that take run us through your life, like growing up as a child? Experience that, because not everybody experience it. So the ones that want to be curious, how would you describe your childhood?
Well, at first it was like embarrassing at first. You know what I mean? Like damn, because back in the '90s, like damn, oh your mama gay. You know what I mean? Like today it's acceptable. You have 2 moms. It wasn't like that back then. It was a little embarrassing. Then eventually I just didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I did what I did. I was raised with all women. So my mom, her wife, all sisters. So I had to be the tough guy, because I had to protect everybody. My dad was in prison for 30 years.
Is he out now?
Yeah, he's been out like 3 years now.
And how's your relationship with your father?
We have an okay relationship. It's like, it's kind of still getting used to like having a dad, you know what I mean? Because like I grew up without one for so long. So it's a little different.
I can relate to that, because I've been in prison 3 times, and I watched my daughter grow up through the grass, and it's to the point where she came back in my life a few years ago, and I'm always gonna be a parent, no matter everybody, I'm in and out of life. So she came back, and I tried to scold her and stuff, and it seemed like you can't tell me nothing. You wasn't there before. You didn't raise me. Well, if you don't need my advice, you don't need no father. Mm-hmm. So, as your relationship like that, you feel like you can't tell me nothing because you wasn't there.
No, I never thought that, because first of all, I was brought up to respect my elders. You know what I mean? And I know he's not gonna tell me nothing wrong. So I listen to everybody. You know what I mean? I take heed what everybody say. I mean, everybody's got their opinions on whatever, how stuff should be done, and I take it out with a grain of salt. Like, I was like, okay, that makes sense, you know what I mean? And he's been through the streets, he's been through a lot of stuff. So I use that wisdom, like that's how I learn, either from my own mistakes or somebody else's mistakes. So I don't even make the same mistakes he made. I just learn from him.
That's understandable. So, we ran through, we go set the background a little bit. What was, are you the first person in your family that's famous with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
and how was that too with your family? You know?
Well, first off, my dad tells me, I'm not 100% sure this is true, but my great uncle is Sam Cooke, the singer.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, because my family's cooks out of Chicago.
That's what I was really trying to get at. If you have any in your background, do you have anybody that's a musician, actor, anything in the nature?
Yeah, but I never met him though. But like Sam Cooke, other than that, man, I'm the first one.
So your family's your hometown Chicago. Is most of your family from Chicago?
All my family from
South,
Chicago.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're all born and raised there. But my grandmothers I think were one from Chicago, one from like Alabama, Mississippi, and my grandfather from Mississippi. During the Great Northern Migration, when they all came from the South, came up there. I traced my DNA, my ancestry back a little bit.
When you found that out, what was it like for you? Like, oh man, I got my roots come from the South and stuff.
Well, I've always knew I had roots in the South. Because that's why Chicago, Muslim people have roots in the South. That's why we have country tendencies. Like we still cook like the South, you know?
Yeah, so we summed it up, man. It was great meeting, you know what I'm saying, Charlie Mack, man, y'all can follow him and stuff. And any words you want to say to the people after they listen to you?
Man, I just want to say wholeheartedly, like follow your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. People try to put their fears on you. Because when they say you can't do something, they're really saying I can do something. You know what I mean? So keep going, keep pushing, and never give up. All gas, no brakes.
Just like that, man, we out, man. And I want to give a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to my godmother, Simone Hollywood Entertainment, my Midwest team boss out there, you know what I'm saying, for connecting us, you know what I'm saying, with the industry as well. So salute to, you know what I'm saying, Hollywood, Simone, my godmother, you know what I'm saying. We out. Appreciate the opportunity. Appreciate you, brother. Omar.